That go-ahead clutch goal by Ty is so important.
I really hope to see Allegiance stick together no matter what the results of this tournament are. Specifically because, watching their highlight package, I would have thought they were a striking team.
And look at this, a response, a kickoff goal, but in favor of CLG.
Just what I was talking about. Now that they're not in the lead, that Allegiance have to make up time no matter what. They can't buy into overtime. They can't just try and drag this game on. They have no choice but to score in the next 4 minutes and 57 seconds, and that is not exactly where they're the most comfortable.
And now you see, after getting scored on, Miho has now been cheating on those kickoffs. So we did see an adjustment there from CLG, and it paid off initially. And now a chance for Dapper. Timmy off the backboard, gonna go for the shot follow-up, but Ty gets a piece. Miho is in. Didn't get a great hit, and now Allegiance is gonna take possession. Oh, Lucian on the wall, Miho off the backboard. Ty's waiting for it, not the greatest clear. But that follow-up from Seabass did buy time. Dapper now, shot coming in. Ty makes the save. Miho with that 50-50 over to Seabass. CLG trying to start this offensive attack. Now Dapper drops it down to Miho. Keeps possession on the wall. Just blasts it high.
I think it's the midfield pressure that I don't really see out of Allegiance.
Oh, Miho coming across the middle. Gets to that pass from Timmy, and a 2-goal lead for CLG.
Only the second attempt on net, but look at the positioning from Allegiance. All three on the backboard. Literally all three of them on the right-hand side of the backboard. One person coming off, two staying grounded. Even so, what kind of angles have you eliminated? Almost nothing. And Miho will find his second goal.
Yeah, and I mean, normally if you have a player sitting in the net, that pass would have been blocked. Like, that pass from Timmy would have been cut off. But since they were all on the wall, it allowed Miho to come across the net, and he hit a stellar shot. That was really a great shot from him coming across net. See if Allegiance respond. Timmy gets back in time, gets demoed, and the net wide open for Seabass, who punches it in.
The demolition from Allegiance is massive here. Illusion going out for that, and then on his way back, smacking in the corner, removing Timmy from it, one of the last defenders. Wider rotations on CLG because they know that Allegiance doesn't keep up the pressure, so they don't need to feel so tight-knit. They don't need to feel like they have no choice but to play defense, so they'll often stay wider because they have that time, but demolition proving strong.
Heroic defense by Timmy. And got taken out. Now a chance again. Illusion off the post and in. Allegiance equalize.
I'd like to know what happened here from CLG. No one challenging this. Timmy going up, going right back down. He had the boost for it, maybe. He just kind of opted to change his mind. Maybe somebody called him off, or he was aware he just wasn't going to make it, and he'd rather be on the ground to get ready for another reaction, but now tied up.
That was a strained situation. Timmy could have driven up the wall for that. It was an interesting angle. Timmy took the shot, almost found the net, but now Ty gonna try to lead this counterattack. Dapper into the middle for Timmy. Seabass cuts it off. Ty back to Seabass. Seabass pops it by one defender. Pass into the middle, and Dapper is able to get that clear.
Oh, Miho's already out there.
Now Lucian tried to hit it downfield. Dapper waiting for it in the middle. Now Dapper trying to center it. Timmy, he gets blocked out by Seabass. But the ball off the corner of the ceiling, or the arc of the ceiling rather. CLG after a hot start, cooling off Allegiance. Momentum in their favor, and now ball into the middle. Timmy got the touch and then got bumped by Miho. Now Dapper wins that 50-50 against Ty, but Seabass there for the clear. Timmy pops it right back in.
CLG finding the strength in this series, which is just simply pressure. Every ball that's coming across the net, a lot of teams maybe think that decision, like, is it worth using the boost? Will they save this? CLG doesn't care. Go for the challenge, make Allegiance get for the boost, because they keep leaving so much space. Eventually they'll just run out of boost. We saw there, nearly an open shot from CLG.
Seabass actually missed that ball, faking out the offensive player. And that shot forcing a double commit by Seabass and Illusion. Ty last in net, ball popped up. Ty and Illusion double commit again. Will that haunt them? Miho off the corner. Seabass Trying to get it into a safe spot. Dapper with the pass back. Miho not going to get to it in time. Now Dapper getting taken out of the play by Ty. Aleutian pops it by Miho as well. Net open, potentially. Dapper makes the save, but Seabass had a chance. That net was wide open, and he side flipped.
And that's where you'll see Allegiance get punished for dropping too far back. You saw how long it took them to get there for that shot because two of them had dropped behind the midfield mark. Even when they had a little bit of pressure and a little bit of control, their teammate was there on the ball, and yet both of them dropped so far back. So it took them too long to get there for that shot.
And I mean, Seabass, he was there in time, but he side flipped. But Allegiance still threatening CLG on the counterattack here, potentially. Miho with a long clear. And that missed off the backboard. Miho with the shot. That gonna rebound out to Dapper, and that's saved by Seabass.
But they'll just keep up this pressure. They know they've sucked so much boost out of their opponents. Seabass with 0, Aleutian with 11, Ty Not Tyler with 0 boost.
That was a terrifying moment for Allegiance, but they stay alive. And now 10 seconds left. Will we see overtime? Ball bouncing down. Shot from Ty. Double commit from Miho and Dapper. Timmy does get that touch. And we have overtime in game 4.
The first overtime of this series. Allegiance playing patient, bringing it to the very end.
And overtime is not something you want to see against Allegiance. They are 7 for 8 in overtime games. 30% of their games going to overtime, and they do a very good job of winning those games.
And that lines up with their patient play style, just bringing it all the way to the last second. Looking for the mistakes. They know the pressure comes on from their opponents once it's overtime. The golden goal makes players play so much safer and out of their comfort zone. And if Allegiance is comfortable in defense, overtime is going to be good for them.
And now Miho almost read that off the arc. Had he made contact, that would have been it. A very difficult read. And Allegiance, their lives might be running out, though, as we see chance after chance from CLG. A win there from Dapper, a dunk, and he's going to put it off the crossbar and in. A massive goal for Dapper.
And this is where we've seen CLG just keep putting on pressure. It doesn't matter if they feel like they have control. Dapper just challenging Aleutian for that. He didn't expect that to go in. Maybe, yes, be a threat and go towards the net, but all he wanted to do was stop Aleutian